Hi guys, welcome to Remy's World. Tonight I'll be sharing my evening skincare routine. The products that I use tonight are not necessarily the products that I use every single night. What I reach for is dependent on whatever I think my skin needs. I need to issue a disclaimer. I am not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. I wouldn't even be so bold as to say that I am a skin intellectual. I would say that of recent I have become a skincare enthusiast. I actually grew up with a mom who was very conscientious about keeping up with her skincare, but I just kept procrastinating through my 20s, my 30s, and then during the pandemic, I finally became serious about, my skincare routine. I watched a lot of videos by Hiram, Skincare by Hiram, Cassandra Blankston, the Doctorleys, and a host of other skincare YouTubers. I have my steamer going. Needless to say, you don't necessarily have to have a steamer. I like to have one going because I just like that spa ambiance when I'm doing my skincare routine. The first thing I do is wash my hands, so I make sure that as I, scoop into any of my products, I'm not transferring bacteria. I think the recommendation is that we actually use a scooper when getting things that are in jars so we don't accidentally spread bacteria, but I'm just so accustomed to using my hands, so that's what I'm gonna do. So first thing is to wash my hands. And I usually do what's called a double cleanse, which means that I start out with an oil-based cleanser and then follow up with my second cleanse. I also don't like to use washcloths, so I use these little cloths to wipe my face and wash my face. They are from the Clean Skin Club. I'll show you the box. And here it is. Right there. The Clean Skin Club. You can pick these up on Amazon. I think you're supposed to use them once and discard them, but I usually use them a couple of times just to, try to make it stretch. They usually come in 50 towelettes or 100 towelettes, and, they're fairly reasonably priced. So the first thing I'm going to reach for is the MAC Lip Scrumptious, and that's what it looks like right there. And it's just pretty much a lip scrub. We tend to neglect our lips in our skincare routine. Another thing that I'm trying to make sure I do is use a lip balm that has SPF when I'm out and about. And the one that I've really been enjoying is the lip balm from Aquaphor SPF 30. So I just usually keep that in the car, and whenever I want to apply my lip balm, I just go in with that. So for my first cleanser, my oil cleanser, it's the La Mer, the oil cleansing, the La Mer, the oil cleanser. Now, La Mer has its touts its miracle broth in all their products, and if you haven't heard about it, I'm sure there are a lot of teachings on YouTube talking about the miracle broth. It's supposed to be really good for our skin. Now, when I don't use my La Mer cleansing oil, I usually go in with Elemis, or I go in with my CeraVe cleansing balm. I do the first step with the cleansing oil to remove my sunscreen and whatever dirt has accumulated on my face during the day. I just love the way it emulsifies and gets in there to do a thorough clean. Now, unfortunately, because I have a dress on, I'm not really able to get my chest area properly. Normally I'd get my face, my neck, and my chest. When doing my skincare, I try to address them as one unit. I wish I started doing that from a young age. Now I know applying product to your face, your neck, and your chest makes it such that we use a lot of product and it gets to be expensive. But for those who are still in their late teens and early 20s, if you just budget in to take care of your neck, your chest, and actually I try to take care of my hands too, because I do a lot of chores and I'm not really good about making sure I wear gloves when I'm doing dishes, etc. So I try to extend all my skincare products to my hands as well. It gets a little expensive, but it's well worth it in the long run, because the neck, the chest, and the hands tend to show age. So it really doesn't make sense to take such great care of your face and then your neck and your chest. Actually, the next product that I'm going in with is the La Mer, the cleansing gel, for the second part of my double cleanse. So as I was saying, it just doesn't make sense to have a nice young looking face and then your hands and your neck and chest look 10 years older than your face. I think I've heard it said that we're supposed to wash our face for, I think, about a minute. But because of the time constraints, I may have to speed through it a little bit. Actually, I feel like I need to apologize in advance right now, because this video is going to go a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to. But I just want to show you guys what my nighttime skincare routine looks like. I really love using these towelettes. They're really soft and I don't have to worry about using a washcloth and transferring bacteria, worrying about always having a fresh washcloth at hand. I had actually tried getting some washcloths that were solely dedicated to skincare, not for bathing, but I really prefer this towelettes. Next, I go in with my essence. It is SK2 facial treatment essence. SK2 is famous for the patera. I think it's called galactomycins. Well, I said I wasn't going to try to talk about any ingredient because I'm really not well versed enough about skincare to be really talking about ingredients. But I do know that SK2 touts their patera, and it's supposed to be really good for the skin. My method of application probably leaves a lot to be desired. I know that we're really supposed to, gently pat our skincare in, but I just tend to rub it in. So, best to do it the recommended way, not the way I'm doing it. And like I said, I always try to use my skincare products on my hands, trying to reverse all the damage I've done to my hands. Next, I go in with The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid. If I didn't have my steamer going, then I would spritz a little bit of water on my face before using the hyaluronic acid. But in this case, I really don't need to. I always make sure to get it on my neck. And then I try to get behind my neck as well. And of course, my hands. Next, I go in with, now I gotta tell you, Sk11 is a Korean skincare brand. Korean women take their skincare very seriously, and the Koreans are light years ahead of us when it comes to formulation. This is the Sk11 Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. And this is what it looks like. So I go in with this. Oh. And of course I just go in and scoop with my hands. Hence why I try to, wash my hands before I start the process. I know I should really get something to scoop it out with, but it just seems so much easier to just use my hands. And like they say, old habits die hard, right? But then they also say, you know better, you should do better. So yes, I really enjoy using this Snail 92 cream. Now, the next product that I use is tretinoin, and this is requires a dermatologist prescription. Now, please, whatever you do, do not ever use a steamer while using tretinoin. Tretinoin should be used on dry skin. This is the top of the line when it comes to vitamin A for exfoliating. It does an amazing job of turning our skin over. But the effects can be quite dramatic. It causes redness, it causes peeling. For some people, purging. It's supposed to be applied to a dry face. And this is also a product that when you start to see all the adverse effects, please do not panic and stop. Continue, trust the process. It takes a long time. It requires a lot of patience. It usually takes about 6 months to a year before you start to see the, lovely skin that you will have after persevering with this product. Now, I also use it on my hands. Like I said, I'm trying to reverse some of the damage I've done on my hand. We're only supposed to use a pea-size amount. So I put a pea-size amount on this hand and on this hand, and I just apply it to my hands before dotting it all over my face. I cannot reiterate to you enough, please do not do this with a steamer, because what happens is when you put tretinoin on wet skin, it makes it such that it's able to absorb the product deeper and quicker, and for that reason the adverse effects are greater. So please do not do this at home. It's also recommended that when you use tretinoin, you start out very slow and gradual. It's only recommended that we use a pea-size amount, and by gradual I mean maybe using it twice a week, and then gradually going to 3 times a week, going to 4 times a week, just allowing your skin to acclimate to the tretinoin. The method that's often recommended is called a sandwich method. And basically what that is you put on a moisturizer and you put on the tretinoin, and then you put another coat of moisturizer over it. And this is supposed to lessen the adverse effects, the peeling, the redness, the purging. So this is what I do. And I rub it in. Avoid putting tretinoin around your eyes and your neck, simply because the skin around our eyes and our neck is just really quite delicate, and we do not want to get tretinoin burn. Some people also recommend taking like Vaseline or CeraVe healing ointment and rubbing it around their nose, their lips, around their eyes, so the tretinoin does not get into those areas. There are a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to properly use tretinoin so as to minimize all the adverse, possible adverse effects. But like I said, do not get alarmed. Just hang in there. Trust the process, because this is the gold standard when it comes to anti-aging treatment. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that it requires a dermatologist's prescription. So now I go in with my moisturizer, and I go with La Mer's Creme de la Mer. Like I said, La Mer is very popular for their miracle broth. I enjoy using La Mer. Now, I don't always reach for it. I also use Numbijin, which is a Korean skincare brand, one of their moisturizers as well. I also have a CeraVe night cream that I like to reach for once in a while. But I really now I understand there are a lot of grandmas who swear by creme de la mer, and I see why. Like I said, I always make sure I apply to my neck, treat my face, my neck, my decollete, or is it décolletage? Décolletage, I always mispronounce that, excuse me, as one unit. And then I also try to make sure that I extend it down to my hands. Now the next product is the Cat Meow. This is from Numbijin, which is also a Korean skincare brand. It is the number 6 sleeping mask. This is amazing. It leaves you with a glow. It feels like you're glowing from within. I love this product. And this is what it looks like from Numbijin. You can tell by the way my face lit up how much I love the Numbijin number 6 sleeping mask. Next, I go in with another product from The Ordinary. It is The Ordinary Caffeine, and that is what it looks like. I usually apply this before I apply my eye cream. Now, we really don't need to use eye creams. Our moisturizer will suffice around the eyes, but I guess I just like to be a little bit extra, so I do use eye cream, but it is totally unnecessary. I, for one, have this philosophy, as I know a lot of skincare enthusiasts do, that skincare is self-care. So I really enjoy doing this. After I'm done with my daily activities, I can pamper myself and wind down by taking care of my skin. The next product I go in with is the Cosrx Advanced Snail Peptide Eye Cream. And this is what it looks like. Apply a little dollop. Sorry for the funny facial expressions when one is applying products on one's face. Now, one of the problems that I have is what's called panda eyes. I haven't been able to find anything to help me with the dark circles around my eyes, and I am inclined to believe that I'm genetically predisposed to have this dark circles. But if anybody knows of any hacks, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. Last but not the least, I go in with the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and this is another. Laneige is also a Korean skincare brand, and this is what it looks like. So I like to go in with this. At times I also use it during the day, but like I've said earlier, I try to use lip balm with SPF during the day, and that's usually Aquaphor. Well, that was a pretty extensive skincare routine. You do not have to use that many products, you know, but what can I say? I'm just a little bit extra. If you liked this nighttime skincare routine, if you could please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, that really helps me out a lot, and then hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube lets you know. Until my next video, it's bye for now.